Hello guys, it's LAZYBEAST here. Now today I'm going to talk to you about some things that you can do to prepare for Battle for Azeroth launch. And I'm not going to talk about the big things like the Mage Tower or getting the Elite Legion PvP gear, things like that. You've heard that 1,000 times. I'm going to try and tell you some things that you might not have thought of that are just little things, some bigger things, that will help you feel nice and prepared going into BFA. So first off, have a look at your user interface, see if there's any changes you want to make to it. If there is, now's a really good time to try out some new add-ons that you might want to try. You might want a completely different setup that could take loads of tweaking, so it's a really good time to give it a go. You can run it through some dungeons and raids and see how you like it. You might want to go for a more minimalistic UI. You can give these things a try right now. With the amount of really useful add-ons floating around these days, it's important that you make sure you do this on all the characters that you might be playing in Battle for Azeroth, because you don't want to come to a point where you want to play one of your alts, you log in and you find that your UI is an absolute mess because there's loads of fresh add-ons there that haven't been configured yet. So just make sure you go through all your characters, get your UI spot on as it is, and you'll be good to go whenever you want to play one of those characters in BFA. The next tip is to try and make use of your profession going through, so it might be handy to stock up on things like food, potions, bandages, flasks, anything that you might have some use of going into BFA and your leveling experience. If you're an engineer, for example, make sure you've got some tinker kits handy to add like nitro boosts or gliders to your cape, for example, every time that you get an upgrade during leveling. It'll just help you keep you sped up and going fluidly without having to nip back to town for those things. And things like you can make some glider kits for your alts or for your friends, or sell them on the auction house. For any other professions, have a little think if there's anything useful that you can bring into BFA with it. For example, water walking potions for alchemists. You might want to level up any professions that you currently don't have maxed out. As well, cooking is also very useful, so you might want to max that out as well. Next on the list is to clear your bags and especially your bank. You might have a lot of things hanging around in there that you may want to sell that you've been carrying around through Legion that you have no need for anymore and definitely won't in BFA. So get that stuff sold. You might actually make some decent profit if you've got things that can go in the auction house. And personally, I hardly ever use my bank, like literally Khadgar could be hosting an orgy in there and I would have no idea. But you never know, it may be handy to have it clear in BFA. Your bags especially, it only takes a second to clear your bags out. Get them cleared out for the expansion launch and you'll be good to go. Next is to clear out your quest logs of those pesky little quests that you know you're not going to finish, you might as well just get rid of. And this is especially true for alts. You might have played a character a few months ago, got loads of quests that you were doing at the time, but you're never going to go back and do them again, especially not when BFA launches. So put yourself on the characters, delete all the quests that you're never going to do, and then you'll have a nice fresh quest log for all those lovely Battle for Azeroth quests to pop into. If you haven't done this already, you might want to pop onto some fan sites to see what's going on with your class in BFA, especially sites like WoWhead and Icy Veins. WoWhead has a massive compilation of all the changes that have gone on through the beta so far, so you can see where your class is currently up to and what's changed and what's new and what's different and what's fun, all those good things. And if you go over to Icy Veins, you can get an idea of what the base kind of rotation for your class is at the minute, check out the talents and see how your class is likely to play at launch, which can only ever be a bonus. And of course there's always footage on YouTube, so you can check out how the classes are playing and see things like dungeon footage, for example, so it's all good stuff. So if you're happy with all of those things, there's some other little bonus things you can do. You may want to focus on trying to make as much gold as you can from now until launch, as a bit more gold is always useful. You could try and get some more transmogs if there's anything that you're interested in that you haven't managed to yet get, or you could do some Legion specific achievements that you won't necessarily want to come back for and get during BFA. For those that are interested in pet battles, you might want to collect the level up stones and the rarity increase stones, so that there's bound to be plenty of new pets in BFA, so you might just be able to level them up nice and quickly and get them nice and rare to use them on your battle team. And other than that, if you feel prepared enough, the only thing left to do is to sit on the World of Warcraft homepage and watch the countdown timer until BFA launches, so enjoy, it's really fun to do. I'm just kidding, of course. Hopefully guys, I've helped you think of things you can do to prepare yourself for BFA. I hope you do feel prepared, ignore what Illidan says. And there we go, I hope you enjoyed the video. Guys, if you liked the video, please do leave a like down below. Thank you very much for watching, and I've been LAZYBEAST. Have a great day, I'll catch you next time. Cheers.